Hi friends, welcome back. I am Miss Al and I am going to be teaching you today, or doing a review actually of the week. So if you've been following me from July 6th, we are reviewing this week's letters and sounds. So let's go ahead and get started with our presentation. So today is just a review of everything we've learned this week, okay, as far as letters go in our high frequency. So we're going to do our alphabet chant. We're going to review our letters, Foursquare, high frequency word, and then we're just going to do a read aloud for fun, okay? So materials that we will need today is paper, pencil, and crayons. Let's get started and let's do our alphabet chant on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're singing with me, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Yay! Good job, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and go right into our letters and review our letters. So our first letter of the week this week, and if you guys didn't watch all of our videos, that is okay. We're just gonna go ahead and review. So this is the M sound. This is the way that we do our M in sign language. So we take our thumb and we put it in between our ring finger and our pinky, and we do the letter M like this. Do you guys remember what sound the letter M makes? Yep. So let's go ahead and do our chant. I'm going to do it, then you're going to do it with me, okay? So first listen to how I do it. M says, M says, See the letter, hear the sound. M says, Okay? So do it with me now. M says, M says, See the letter, hear the sound. M says, One more time. M says, M says, See the letter, hear the sound. M says, Good job. Let's go ahead and do our next letter. This is how we do our letter A in sign language. So this is the letter A. Do you remember what the A sounds like? Ah, yep, apple, right? So let's go ahead and do our chant. A says ah, A says ah. See the letter, hear the sound. A says ah. One more time. A says ah, A says ah. See the letter, hear the sound. A says ah. Good job. Next letter. This is our B in sign language. It's like if we were showing a number 4, but together. Our fingers are together. So B says B. B says B. See the letter, hear the sound. B says B. Okay, you guys ready? Again. B says B. B says B. See the letter, hear the sound. B says B. Good job, boys and girls. Let's do our next letter. This is our letter H. So H says, See the letter, hear the sound. H says, Okay, let's do it again. H says, See the letter, hear the sound. H says, Good job, boys and girls. Now we're on to our Foursquare. So what our Foursquare is that we are going to draw things that remind us or that start with the letter H, for example, because that was one of our letters of the week. So we had 4 letters this week. We had the letter M, the letter A, the letter B, and the letter H. So we are going to divide our paper into 4 squares, and we are going to give examples of things that start with those letters. Okay, so follow along with me. All right, so I'm going to scoot you guys closer. Okay, I scoot you guys closer, that way you guys can see the screen better. So I want you guys to hold your paper vertically, or like landscape, not portrait. This is portrait, landscape. And I want you guys to fold it as if so we have it like this, okay? So I want you guys to fold it in half like if it was a sandwich, like this, or like a hot dog style. Okay? Want you guys to fold it. And make sure that you guys press down hard on it. That way we can see the line in the middle. And now we have it portrait. We're gonna do it as if it was a hamburger style. Okay? We're gonna fold it. And when we open up our paper, we have 4 squares. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need help, or if you want to do it on your own, you could also do it just drawing the line right in the middle of the paper, going down, and then another line going across from left to right through the middle. Just like that. So you can either fold it like we were folding it in the beginning, how I was doing it, hot dog style, or if you want to just do the lines, that is okay. So if I remember correctly, our first letter of the week was the letter M. Let's go back into our presentation and let's make sure that that was our first letter of the week. So we did our, this is our chant. So yeah, it was the letter M. So the letter M, what reminds you, or what starts with the letter M? Think. You might have a different answer to me, and that is okay. So what's the first thing that you think that starts with the letter M? Well, I think of a mouse. What do you think about? So in my first square, I am going to draw a mouse. So I am drawing a mouse. What are you drawing? I don't think I can draw very well for a mouse, but I am trying my very best. So this is what a mouse looks like for me. Okay, so this is my first square, and this is the letter M. So M is for mouse for me. What did you think about? Make sure that you're sharing with someone, okay? So remember how we did our letter M? So we start at the top, pull down straight, frog leap jump, slant right, slant left, pull down straight. And that is how we do our letter M. Well, this is all the way up, down here actually. Oops, Miss L messed up. So this is M-O-U-S-E, mouse. Mouse starts with the letter M, and that was our first letter of the week. What did you think of? Maybe you thought of a mug, a marker, makeup. I don't know. I gave you a couple of examples on Monday if you were tuning in into the video. And I think I gave you a mug, a marker, and makeup. But I drew a mouse because that was the first thing I thought that starts with the letter M. So let's go ahead and check our next letter. I think our next letter was the letter A. Yep, it sure was. Our letter A. What does A, what do you think of? What's the first thing you think of that starts with the letter A? Well, I think of an apple, and just because I saw it right now too, but because I like apples. What are you thinking about? Share with someone at home while you're drawing what you think of that starts with the letter A. And feel free to pause the video if you need time to finish your drawing on the first square. I might be going a little fast, so feel free if you need to pause the video to finish your first square with the letter M. If you're on the letter A and you still need more time, also feel free to pause it. And any square, if you need more time, you can pause the video. So this is my apple. And apple starts with the letter A. So do you remember how we did the letter A? We start at the top, slant left. We jump at the top, slant right. Lift to the middle, slide right. A, P, P, L, E. Apple. Apple starts with the letter A. Apple. Our next letter of the week is B. Let's go ahead and make sure that it is the letter B. It sure is. And we already have a picture here, but I want you guys to think. Think. Put your thinking caps on. What starts with the letter B? What reminds you of the letter B? For me, the letter B, I can think of a button, just like the ones on my blouse. So a button. I'm going to draw a big button. What do you think of that starts with the letter B? Maybe it's a blouse. Maybe it's a bear. Maybe it's a berry, a blueberry. I like blueberries. So I thought of a button. Make sure that you're sharing. So button starts with the B. Oops, I forgot to walk you guys through it. So we start at the top, pull down straight, frog leap up, curve forward again. And that is how we do our letter B. Button. B-U-T-T-O-N. Button. So that a button reminds me of the letter B because it starts with the letter B. Our last letter, what is our last letter, boys and girls? Do you guys remember? It is the letter H. And we do have a horse here, but I want you guys to put your thinking caps on and think of something else. And H, what do I think about when I hear or see the letter H? I think of a hat. What do you think about? Now I'm going to draw my hat, a pink hat. And I'm going to draw it like if it was a sun hat. Those big hats. So, what do you think about when you see or hear the letter H? We all probably have different answers, and that is okay, because we all think differently, right? So H, hat starts with the letter H. And how do we write the letter H? We start at the top, pull down straight, frog lead jump, and then we pull down straight, lift to the middle, slant right. Just like that. And hat, you spell H-A-T. And A was one of our letters of the week. So hat starts with the letter H. So again, let's review. Mouse starts with the letter M, and this is how we do it in sign language. So what sound does the letter M say? M says M says See the letter, hear the sound. M says How about the A? This is how we do our letter A. And A says ah. A says ah. A says ah. See the letter, hear the sound. A says ah. How about the letter B? B says b. B says b. See the letter, hear the sound. B says b. How about hat? H says h. H says h. See the letter, hear the sound. H says h. And these are my four squares. So mouse, apple, button, and hat. So make sure that you guys share your four squares with someone at home and say, hey, I learned all of these letters this week with Miss Al, and this was our review today. And this is what each letter reminds me of. And I hope that you guys do get to share that. So let's go back into our presentation and see our agenda. So we did our alphabet chant. We just reviewed our letters, or we reviewed our letters of the week. We did our Foursquare. Now we need to do our high frequency. Oops. Let's see. Our high frequency. So this, I'm going to read it, and we are going to tap our head when we hear the word we, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We munch the macaroni. We munch the apple. We munch the lunch. We munch like mouse. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna whisper it now, so you guys have to be really good listeners, okay? We munch the macaroni. We munch the apple. We munch the lunch. And we munch like mouse. Good job, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and check back. So we just did our high frequency words. So now we're going to do our read aloud, okay? So I'm going to scoot you guys back again. Okay, friends. We are going to go ahead and get started with our read aloud. And today is just a fun read aloud. We are going to be able to identify or be able to see who our main characters are in the story. And I really like this story, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it as well. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of ideas on activities that you can do at home if you have the materials at home. So make sure to check out the learning guides, okay? Have your parents or your siblings check the learning guides for activities on this book. Mouse Paint by Ellen Stoll Walsh. So who do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 mice. So friends, this is the front of the book. This is the spine of the book. And this is the back of the book. Do we begin reading here in the back of the book? No, we begin reading from the front. Do we read So if I was to open the book, do I start here or do I start over here if there was words here to read? I start over here. We read from left to right. Okay? So here we go. Once there was 3 white mice on a white piece of paper. The cat couldn't find them. So the 3 white mice are here, and this is cat. So we already have 4 characters, right? Because there's 3, 1, 2, 3, plus 1, which is the cat, is 4. So let's see who the story is about. Is it going to be about the cat or the mice? Let's see. One day, while the cat was asleep, the mice saw 3 jars of paint. 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. What do you think they're going to do, boys and girls? I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with those jars of paint. And again, who are the characters that we see here? The mice. Do we see the cat? Nope, we only see the mice. They thought it was a mouse paint. They climbed right in, then 1 was red, 1 was yellow, and 1 was blue. Oh my goodness, look at what they did. They painted themselves. They dipped themselves like if it was a pool in the jars of paint, and they came out those colors. They drip puddles of paint onto the paper. The puddles look like fun. What do you think they're going to do next, boys and girls? We'll have to see. Who is the story? Who are the characters in this page? The mice. Is the cat here? Nope, just the mice. So maybe, just maybe, the main characters of the story are the mice. The red mouse stepped into a yellow puddle and did a little dance. His red feet stirred the yellow puddle until... What do you think, boys and girls? Do you think he's still going to be red, or do you think he's going to be yellow? Or what if he turns another color? What do you think? Share with someone at home. What do you think is going to happen? I think, let's see. Look, he cried. Red feet in a yellow puddle make orange. Boys and girls, we have a new color. We have orange. Our jars of paint were only red, blue, and yellow. But now we have orange because he mixed yellow and red. Did you guys know that? That if you mix red and yellow, you get orange? I didn't. So let's continue reading. The yellow mouse hopped into a blue puddle. His feet mixed and stirred and mixed until... What color do you think we're going to get, boys and girls? Share with someone at home. You can pause the video and think about it a little bit if you need to. But share with someone. Look down, said the red mouse and the blue mouse. Yellow feet in a blue puddle make green. Wow, it made green. So now we have 2 new colors. We have orange and we have green. Then the blue mouse jumped into a red puddle. He splashed and mixed and danced until... What color do you think? What color? Purple! They all shouted. Blue feet in a red puddle make purple. So do you see how all of their feet are different colors now from their bodies compared to their bodies? That's fun. Did you guys know if you mix colors, you can get new colors? That would be a fun activity to try at home if you have paint. But the paint on their fur got sticky and stiff, So they wash themselves down to a nice, soft white. So it's like if they took a bath in the cat's water. This says cat. And they took their paint off. What do you think is going to happen? Let's see. Soft white. And painted the paper instead. They painted one part red and one part yellow. And one part blue. They mixed red and yellow to paint an orange part. Yellow and blue to paint a green part, and blue and red to paint a purple part. So now they know how to mix the colors, boys and girls. So they mix their colors, and instead of painting themselves, they painted on paper. But they left some white because of the cat. That way the cat could not see them if they were white, right? The end, boys and girls. I hope that you enjoyed mouse paint as much as I did. Again, I am going to leave a couple of activities on the learning guides for your parents or siblings, so they could help you get to those activities if you guys are interested and if you guys have the materials at home. I am so glad you guys got to join me. I will be seeing you guys again very soon. Bye. Have a great day.